Hi, this is Visitor's Book and I'm Maija, your host. In this program, we're going to be meeting with diplomats and foreigners who live here in Pakistan, and we're going to find out what they really think about the country. So let's go. Our guest today is Mariam Arandia, the founder of Global Friends Consultancy. So let's go find her. Hi Mariam, so nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
How are you?
I'm fine, very good.
So you've been living here in Pakistan since 1993 already.
True. Yes.
But you actually came already a couple of years before that. How did that happen?
Basically, my elder sister is already married to a Pakistani before, and they met in UK. My brother-in-law is a Pakistani British, and my sister was studying at that time over there. So when I used to go to UK before, they used to see me. I was 11 years old, younger than my elder sister. And then time is running, and my brother-in-law says me that your sister should have to get married to a Pakistani again. So before my marriage, I used to come over here already.
Yes. Wow.
So I already have seen, this Pakistani culture, and also a lot of Pakistanis around the world.
Right. Okay. And then you did actually end up marrying a Pakistani man.
I decided yes, because when I told to my mom said that your brother-in-law is a good man. Maybe it's your luck to have another son-in-law who will have to take care of my daughter. So the only thing that she advised me is that, what about your religion? If you want to get married, what will you take? And then I said that, of course, I have to surrender to my husband-to-be. And my mom said, okay, if you will have to convert to Islam, do whatever the Islamic religion, is saying to me. So, Alhamdulillah.
That's amazing.
I am now, an Islamic mentality, and I'm surviving with Islamic studies and everything. So I am not that surprising how Pakistan looks. But of course, in those times, that was in 1977 when my sister got married. There's a lot of difference, when I came over here. Yeah.
What kind of an image did you have of the country before you ever came here, like for the first time?
I don't think so, that for me, because I don't look on the surrounding. I look on the type of people or the community where I will be living. I don't care about, if the country is from the Third World War or from the first country national. The only thing I am after all is the respect of the people to the ladies. And I find Pakistan is the best place where, where women are being respected, being a Muslim country.
Do you remember the first time you landed here in Pakistan?
Oh yeah, first I landed in Karachi, and Karachi was not that also the same as now. And then because my late husband is from Punjab, so I have to land again to a local flight to Islamabad. I was just only surprised that the airport, and it is an international airport, sorry to say, that it is just like a portion of our international airport.
Right.
Yeah.
So
as compared to the new airport now.
Of course, now it's a lot different. I mean, what do you remember seeing when you first came here? Were you surprised by anything that you hadn't imagined that you would encounter here?
Yes, the Tonga, you know, that you are moving around along with a rickshaw,
right,
with a tanga, with a buffaloes, you know, all together, and this and this and that.
Yeah, and before that you were living in the Philippines,
yes,
right? Okay.
I am.
And that was quite a different country.
Yeah, because my country, though Pakistan have gained their independence in August, and that is also in 1947, and my country also was in June 1947, so it is only 2 months difference between the two of them. Yeah. But the development of my country, we are under American system, okay? The development in my country was rush. I mean, it was so rapid, and because of the fact that compared, okay, I have nothing to make it an issue, but Philippines literacy rate is 97%.
Wow. Yeah.
And at that time when I came here, it was only rated 33%.
So that's quite a big difference.
That's a big difference among. Yeah. So the culture shock only that you will have is the language, of course, okay, and pertaining to English language, okay, hardly you find people whom you can talk, you know, just like the accent of a foreigner, and they basically when they always talk with me, they opted, okay, because they don't understand the accent and so like this. So that's the only thing. But with their behavior and other things, I cannot say anything. They are very respectful people, especially to the ladies.
So then your then fiance came to the Philippines with you to meet with your family.
Of course, yes.
How did that go? How did he like the country?
Basically, my late husband didn't grow up here in Pakistan. Yeah. They grew up in UAE.
Okay.
And my father-in-law was a mechanical engineer working in gas, and he was only 12 years old when they shifted over there. So he studied there. His things are already Arabic culture, and he doesn't know even how to read Urdu, but he knows only how to speak.
Right.
He knows better Arabic and Persian language. Yeah, because he didn't grow up here.
Right. So then Philippines was also like a completely different experience for him.
Yes, because it's an open country. We have, the country is, the state is governed by a Christian, and we have a separate place for the Muslims, which is in Mindanao, okay? And grateful to say that due to the passage of time, with the workout of all our presidents, you know, they now become a totally part of the Philippines. They are not isolated anymore as before, okay? So they are now in education, in everything, they can participate. But at that time, they were totally isolated. But the main issue, you know, Philippines is known as the Pearl of the Orient Seas.
Right.
Okay? And it is composed of 7,210 islands.
Wow.
So most of the people, okay, even the locals, okay, maybe 3% of them do not know how to swim because of the issues. Maybe they have the phobia, you know, of the water, okay, hydrophobia. But all the Filipinos knows how to swim because our life mingle, you know, in water.
Exactly.
Yes. We have 3 main islands, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And all these islands are separated with 7,210 islands.
Wow. So then, what did your family think about the fact that you were now considering converting to Islam?
They are happy.
Yeah.
They are happy. they are very fully satisfied. Of course, the factor is me, because I am the one practicing it, and at the same time, okay, they see a lot of changes in me, okay, because of the Islamic tradition.
What do you think was the biggest change?
The biggest change is that I hardly, do not wear clothes, which are, that is number one. And I try to be more decent as I was before, okay, to respect the country and to respect the religion.
Are there a lot of Muslims in the Philippines? Like,
no,
was it
they are minorities, as I have said to you. And but now, as I have said, they are now participating in a lot of activities in the Philippines. So they are now becoming also modernized.
So it wasn't such a familiar religion to you or your family at the time?
No, basically because when I was young, all right, we have religion, okay, studies. We have religion studies. It is compulsory in our
learn about
curriculum.
Religions,
okay, so we study all this religion, the four, Judaism, the Christianity, the Islam, okay, and that's it. And we also study the 4 books of the religion, which are the Bible, the Old Testament, the Psalm, and the Quran, the Holy Quran.
What do you think was the biggest challenge? I mean, there's so much to learn when you are joining a new religion. What do you think was the hardest thing for you?
For me, I don't think so that there was a challenge for me. Even my own parents-in-law did not monitor my changing of the religion. Okay, they were just only saying it's up to you. Okay, so for me, before getting married in Islamic religion, in 6 months I already have studied the prayers. I already have read a lot of verses of the Quran, and then the Kalma, okay, the 6 Kalma. And I found it no difference, okay, because I have read the Holy Bible, I have read the Old Testament, and I have read the Psalm, okay. Only I have to do is to compare the 4 books. It's not that because I would like to have an issue between all this religion, but for me, being a Muslim now, I believe so that there are not that much different. The Holy Quran is better off because I believe that that is the summary of all the books.
Right. Yeah.
Of all the books. The only thing for those Muslim born, okay, they have got no chance to read the other books of Allah Almighty. So that's why the knowledge is a little bit, not complete.
Right.
They are thinking that there is a difference between the Christianity, the Judaism, and everything, but I don't think so, because all those prophets which are stated in all the books are also stated in the Holy Quran.
Yeah. So now you've been here for 30 years. Could you ever have imagined when you came here for the first time that you would end up spending such a big part of your life in Pakistan?
Yeah, I never have thought that this would be my second country.
Yeah.
Even I would rather to say that I can consider this is my first country, because I left my country at the age of 23. After my graduation of civil engineering, I started already working in Saudi Arabia.
And during these decades, you've also seen Pakistan go through a lot of changes.
Everything, development as well, literacy rate, and politics. Okay, I may say that there are also a lot of changes in significance, but honestly speaking, I'm a person who is not a political.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You know, in the 90s, Pakistan didn't really face this security-related issue yet. It wasn't until the early 2000s when this became an issue here. But do you think the country already then suffered from a negative image abroad?
Precisely. Precisely, as compared to other countries also who are having the black propaganda, we may say, okay, but the reality is you never know, okay. But in Pakistan, all right, I have been here, I have seen this old bombings and everything, and at the time, of course, being not having my real family over here, okay, and only the in-laws are here and so like that, I feel like that I have to go back, okay? But I said to myself, Allah is there. Allah will do everything good for Pakistan.
So you decided to stay through even those difficulties?
Because, I mean, it's not easy to begin, you know, again, settle to another place.
Absolutely.
And you never know, you know, if there will be peace also in that place where you will be going. So I would rather stay. I selected to stay.
And now, of course, the situation is very different again.
Different already.
All right, time to take a short break. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. I'm here in conversation with Mariam Arandia. So, where are you from in the Philippines? Are you from the capital or?
Yes, I am from Manila. At that time, Manila was the capital, but now again there are changes. So they made another capital of now it is called Quezon City.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But still, all the government offices and also the missions, diplomats, and everything. Still, they are in Manila.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a big city?
Manila is a big city, and even it is now even bigger than before because some other towns they integrated it, and it is now called Metro Manila.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So growing up, were you always interested in like moving abroad, or did you think like, no, I just want to stay here?
No. Basically, when we were young, we were children of 9. Okay, we are 6 sisters and 3 brothers. Okay, no one of us would like to go because my father was a very sentimentalist, and he said that no one of you will go. Okay, but since I am number 7 among the siblings, okay, my brother, eldest one, started going out of the country. So he started his training in Sangley Point, which is an American base, and he became, you know, a Navy. Okay, and then my second sister, she decided to take up her higher education in UK. Okay. And then I was even arguing with my father at that time, and I said, you are always spending education for them. What about us younger children? Do we have some more money, you know? You have some more money to spend for us? And then he said that Allah will give it, like this. So at that time, I do not focus myself, okay, of seeing the world, and but all right, because not to praise myself, I am a scholar since I was in my elementary, high school, and university. Okay, my parents do not spend for me for my education because Alhamdulillah I had been an academic scholar. So I started to be engrossed in saying that I don't want it to be known only in the Philippines. I want to be known around the world. Okay, why not? Dream is free anyway. Okay, so I am grateful to Allah Almighty that I have seen the world myself, okay? And I want my children to have those opportunities for them also to see the world, because to see the world is another education.
Absolutely.
Which is totally different than your paper education. See, there are so many people who are not educated, but if they have seen the world, they are more than those who have a lot of files of their education. Okay, so I want to give those chances to my children also.
So the first country you moved to was Saudi Arabia. How was that?
Yes, that was the country because of the work. Okay, because since I was given a chance when I graduated, okay, the Association of the Engineering of the Philippines had given me a chance, okay, to work in an American company in Saudi Arabia, and that was in 1977. Would you believe that? That I don't know, you know, this. I was living in Meridian Hotel in a penthouse, okay, which is more than enough for me. But I never have enjoyed the place because of the rush of the work. Okay, we have to work 24/7 because those are the booming times of the projects over there. Okay, there are times that I feel lonely. Okay, my father, the company will invite my father to come over there and stay with me for 2 months. My father cooks for me, and you know, so like that. But the salary, of course, you know, is handsome, and all the benefits that you are having is handsome too. So why don't you take the opportunity? Okay. So at those times, I even don't know also what is going on, because from the office, someone has to pick me up and then drop me over there and get the key, you know, just for protection. Okay, get the key from the reception and open it for me, and then after that, I never go out anymore.
Right. So you didn't see much of the country. Yeah. And after that, you ended up in Dubai, which is where you met your husband.
After my project over there, about that was 5 years, then I decided to move out. I basically, you know, my mindset is not to go back, because I said I already have started my first job outside the country. So I don't think so that the bracket of salary and the benefits that I will be getting will be given to me in the Philippine companies. So I decided to move out to Dubai. In Dubai, I was working in a company called Usman Ode and Associates, okay, and it is not a construction, but it is an architecture consulting company. Okay. Yeah, and we have, at that time, he was lucky enough, okay, to be given and awarded a lot of projects by the chairman of Jebel Ali Free Zone, and I also have the chance to meet all the sheikhs. The sheikha, okay, the wives of the sheikhs, so because they are not allowed to go to offices. So I have to go to their houses to show our designs, explain to them this and that, and it was a very amazing experience, because every day you meet a lot of people, a lot of you know, elite and rich people in UAE like this, and it was so exciting. But for me, okay, when I field of work, I will not complain, but I always complain about the surrounding, the community, you know. And during my stay over there, I am having a complication on me, because number one, okay, no one in the family drinks. Okay, except my eldest brother, because he's working on the ship. Okay, but none of us drink. So if ever I see someone, you know, especially people who are drinking in front of you and talking about it is an Islamic country. I become complicated, you know. So my mindset is saying that, what is this, you know? But I have to be matured. I have to observe all of this, that people have their own individual, you know, differences. So it's up to them. It's their life, okay? It's not my life, okay? And then number 2, I don't smoke too. Yeah. And then number 3 is that since my father is a very conservative man, we are not allowed to wear sleeveless clothes or, you know, a miniskirt or so like that. But in Saudi Arabia, it's something different because they have the protocol of family. They have to go on elevators, okay, which are family. And then the ladies should be different elevator, the men should have a different elevator. The shopping also timing is different, family, and then ladies, and then this. So in that, you are disciplined, okay? So you don't need a lot of chaotic issues about the surrounding. But in UAE, I feel it is a very complicated place to live. So I decided to move out, okay? And at that time, I was married already. Yeah.
And you moved to Germany, right?
I was married to my late husband. Okay, I met him there. He was working in a Swedish company as an interior designer. Okay, and then I decided to move out because we have already 2 girls, and I don't want them, you know, in this kind of surrounding. So since my 2 sisters are married to Germans, okay, so I asked their help. So we moved in to Germany. We have lived there for about 9 years.
Oh wow, okay. How was that? How did you like it there?
Germany is, as I have said again, I'm not after, you know, how the country looks like or it is very comfortable to live in or so like this. Number 1 is you need a survivor, okay? You need your work, you need income to survive, okay? And then, of course, for the sake of the children, for schooling. And that time, okay, the children, all right, are small, so they don't realize, you know, whether they are enjoying the country or not. But for us, okay, in Germany, the main thing over there is the timing of the work complicates with the timing of the opening of the shops, and also some. A restaurant is not a problem. They are open up to 12 o'clock. But the shops, because they close at 6 o'clock. And your work finishes at 4 o'clock.
So it's very difficult.
So, yes, difficult. You have only 2 hours to rush, you know, to do your grocery, or and Saturday is closed. Saturday and Sunday, they only are open on the first Sunday of the month. Saturday of the month, sorry. Every Saturday of the month.
Oh wow. So,
and then everything is booking, you know, not that the cinemas and everything is not like, even in Pakistan, it is better off because you can go to the cinema, you know, even at 11, even at, but there you have to book.
Exactly, you have to plan ahead.
Book, yes. And if it doesn't coordinate with your timing, then you have no place to bring the children out, only to the park, okay? And park is, you know, is park, but we wanted to give them, you know, something that is different, like skating, like, you know, this and that. We can't offer them because of the issues. We are working,
of course,
parents. if we are not. The only thing that I enjoy over there is the vacation time, because the winter vacation will coincide with the winter vacation of the children, and the summer vacation of the employees also coincide with the summer vacation.
So were these the main reasons then that made you want to decide to move to Pakistan finally?
Oh yes, this is the decision of my parents-in-law, okay, because they were saying it's too hard for me to survive over there, having 4 daughters, and then with the field of work that I am having, that sometimes I am out of the city, I am out of the country, you know, and it's not good for the children to be left at home, okay, and they decided that you go back to Pakistan. In the first place, it was my husband who rejected it, because I told you he doesn't know his country at all. Okay, but for me, okay, being an in-law, okay, you always should have to cooperate with them, to have and maintain a very good relationship, of course. Okay, so it was me who decided to come over here, because they said that they need to learn the language, they need to learn the culture, they need to learn the religion and everything, okay? And for them to have a chance, you know, to take care of them as well, to know them more, okay? Because in my family, we are already out of the countries at those times.
Exactly.
2 sisters were married to Germans, 1 sister married a Pakistani also, and then my brother is not, he is in USA, and 2 brothers in Canada, and then 1 sister in Saudi Arabia. So we don't see most of the time. We only decide to go back every 2 years just to have a reunion. So the children are missing all those family activities and this and that. So they wanted them to be here, and for me it's very hard, because again I will have to find out a job, you know, to survive. And I said, what will I have to do? So my late husband suggested to me, you have to do your master in linguistics and literature, and you start teaching.
Oh, that's amazing. Did you study here in Pakistan?
No, I studied in UK.
Okay. So then you first moved to the UK to complete your studies before you came here. Okay, how long did you stay there?
2 years.
Oh wow, where in the UK exactly?
London.
Okay. Did you enjoy it there?
I used to travel to London when I was already 18 years old. Yeah, so it's not a new place for me. Yeah.
All right. Were you excited to come back to Pakistan?
Not the word is excitement, but the word is how I will manage again to restart, you know, restart again, settling to another country. Yeah. But because of the fact that if you are already someone who's married, your priority is the family, you know, not yourself anymore. They say that when you get married, okay, your 50% of your life is no more there, and then when you get your children, only maybe 10% to your own self, and the rest of them is to the family already. So I felt like that, no, I should have to carry on, you know, for everything, for the sake of the family, my own family. I'm not talking about, you know, my previous family, but my own family. Yeah.
All right, time to take a short break. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. I'm here in conversation with Mariam Arandia. So how has coronavirus impacted your work? I mean, so many schools have had to close down.
In fact, okay, we have invested a lot before the coronavirus because our office is located at Beverly Center, okay, and we have to deposit 1 year advance and security and everything. It was being made in the times of October, okay, and then the renovation and also the infrastructure of the office was finished in December, okay. And in December, we were about to launch in January 2020. Then, all right, there was this coronavirus that had affected us in the middle of February. Yeah. Okay. And so the government also have stopped the opening of the offices and everything. And we were not able to operate till the time they lifted up, okay, the government rules. And that was in June 1st. In June 1st, unfortunately, I had a very severe backbone pain. And I couldn't manage to come over to Beverly Center. So again, there was a mishap. There's a delay again, okay? Alhamdulillah, I am now okay. And then we just started our things in July 1, 2020, when the government said, okay, now everything is open, you can now work until Saturday. There are no restrictions anymore on the timing of the operation of the offices and this and that. And now we are picking up.
Oh, that's good.
We are grateful that we are picking up.
Yeah.
We get about 60 inquiries every day.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Is it mainly for English language courses?
Yes, we offer languages, basically. We are affiliated with a Goethe Institute for German language, French Alliance for French language, and then now the Chinese government has established the HSK, okay, that every Pakistanis who will have to go to China will be given free education, provided they finish the A1 to A6 level. Okay, and so this one is to be conducted by HSK. Okay, and when they finish the examination, just like British Council, they are giving the examination also for the IELTS, which are requirements of a lot of countries, okay? So the same thing now that China is doing it, okay? The same time, Germany is also giving free education, provided that you have to finish your A1 and A2, okay, German language. And pass your examination also at Goethe Institute in Lahore. So there are so many opportunities now for Pakistanis at least, okay, to have the opportunity to go out of the country for their higher education for free.
Yeah, that's excellent. And you're helping them to do this.
We are at the same time helping them also. And then, all right, we are still on the process of dealing with other countries, okay, to more or so for education, where there is a free education. And I just only last 2 days ago that I have been advised by Korean Embassy that they are now also establishing a free education to Korea, provided they also learn the Korean language. Of course, it's necessary, but the medium of instruction is all in English. Okay. Only the thing is that they would love them to be comfortably living in their country, knowing how to speak the language, so they will feel comfortable living over there. And with their things and everything, to embrace also the culture, because without knowing the language itself, you know, you will not be able to love the country where you will be settling down.
What about you? Have you learned Urdu over the years?
I didn't learn it by school, okay? I've learned it from my everyday communication. Nonetheless, I am a little bit hesitant because my children knows it, you know, by heart, because they have studied here.
Of course.
Sometimes they're laughing at me. Mommy, your grammar is wrong, you know, like this. So being a linguistic, I feel like, you know, but I've got no time to learn it.
Of course.
And also, I would be better but even though, okay, that person doesn't know how to speak English, I push my, you know, English language so that they will have the, you know, the hearing and to love the language itself. Yeah.
So what about your kids? Are they more Pakistani or Filipino?
Basically, they have been going back to Philippines when my parents are still alive every 2 years, okay, just to see them and be with them for some time, okay. But now they are gone. And but it's still okay. The last time they were there was last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. That was last year. The only thing that they don't agree with me sending them there is because relatives are not there, you know, and no friends, of course. They love the country, okay, scenery-wise and everything, okay, and activity-wise, but friends and this and that, that is the reason. Otherwise, they said we could have gone there every 3 months, but they come only every once a year, okay. Pakistan is their country because they grew up here, and at the same time they know the language, they know the culture, they know the religion and everything, and they have established themselves over here already.
Was that the main reason why you decided to stay on in Pakistan after your husband passed away?
Yes, because for them, this is their country already. Yes, and though, okay, my eldest daughter is not with me anymore. She is in Canada, okay. She finished her degree in London Metropolitan University, and after that, she shifted to Canada. Now, she had been in Canada for the last 6 years now. She just visits us once in a while. And then my other, the second one is studying in Oxford, okay, doing her psychology. Okay, so we see her only every 6 months, okay. And the two of them are here, but sooner or later, you know, they will request me for a further study also outside the country. So I don't know, maybe they will have just to come back here. I wish, okay, that they will be married soon, okay. So I will be a grandmother already very soon.
Hopefully.
But they love and of course, I don't impose to them to get married to Pakistani, but in their mind, they prefer to get married to Pakistanis.
And I'm sure over the years you've gotten to see quite a lot of Pakistan. Do you have any favorite places here?
I love the northern areas and some of the KPK cities like Swat, Kagan, Natragali, and but I prefer more on northern areas where there are this Hunza, Chitral, Gilgit, and Skadu. You know, there are more things to do over there, and we have a lot of friends over there anyway. That's the reason why. And though, okay, traveling is not easy because either you go now, there are transportations, public transportations going on there now. As compared before that you have to drive all by car okay?
Yeah, exactly.
14 hours, but considering also the stopover in a day, you are able to reach the area, okay? And also because the K2 mountain is there.
Oh, wow.
So we would more prefer to go to northern areas. We also have one time an experience to ride on a poker plane where there is 9 passengers only. It's so exciting, but very nervous.
Wow. All right, then it's time for our rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Shalwar kameez or barot saya?
Shalwar kameez.
Okay. Lahore or Karachi?
Lahore.
Right. Chicken in asal or chicken biryani?
Chicken biryani.
Really?
Of course.
Okay. Pakistani or Filipino breakfast?
Pakistani breakfast is heavy though, okay, but we love it more.
Okay. Pakistani or Filipino winters?
We don't have winters.
You don't at all?
Yes, of course. So it's Pakistani winter.
Okay. Manila or Islamabad?
I believe more of so. I have more experiences on Islamabad rather than in Philippines, so I would prefer Islamabad.
Okay. Banana Q or gulab jamun?
Oh, I love them both, but sorry to the Pakistanis because banana Q is our traditional sweet, and I would rather love for that.
Okay. Beaches or mountains?
What will I say? Okay, I'm not that fond of mountaineering that much, so I would prefer beaches.
Okay. The first thought that comes to your mind when I say Pakistani food?
Biryani.
Northern areas of Pakistan?
Chitral.
Truck art?
They're cling, 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 cling.
Yeah, jingly trucks. The best thing about Pakistan?
Best thing in Pakistan is that the people are very warm.
Okay, then it is time for you to sign our visitors book.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
There you go. Okay, let's see what you wrote. It is my profound honor to have been living in Pakistan and having to continue my journey. Great. Thank you so much for being on the show.
It's really my big honor and pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good luck. More power to the show. And Pakistan Zindabad.
Exactly. Thank you. That's it for today. Please join me again next week, and don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts at indus.news. Stay home, stay safe, goodbye.